Core work is not just about your abdominal muscles. In fact, if you just do a bunch of crunches, you're actually going to destabilize your core and open yourself up for more back injuries. To truly stabilize the core, you need to work both the front abdominal muscles, the back muscles, and the side muscles so that this entire system of your core is stabilized. I'm going to show you how to do that with just 3 exercises. The first one is double side leg lifts. Laying on your side with a pillow to support your head if possible. You can also use your arm, but I'd rather use a pillow. Your front arm is in front, and that's for stability. Now, if you get really good at this, you can put your arm up on the side and really work to stabilize from your core using your abdominal muscles, your rectus abdominis in front. But for now, you can put your arm inside. You're going to use both legs and lift them both at the same time. You want to make sure the legs are slightly in front of you. You don't want them getting behind you. If you feel this here, then you're doing it right. It's working the side obliques. If you feel it in your back, then you're not quite doing it the way I'm looking for. And we need to tilt the hips back. This will transfer the work more into these obliques and get it out of this low back QL muscle. So you're working these obliques, you're lifting the legs up and down continuously. There's no rest period, and that's very important for the way we're going to work the core. We want constant, continuous work so these muscles learn to stabilize continuously. When doing this, you can do anywhere from 5-15 reps. The key is that you want to do it till you start feeling a nice little burn in here, but you don't want to push it. We're not trying to kill these things and bulk up our abdominal muscles. We want to work them out, and you can get them to fatigue even by doing just these reps. You can hold at the end, add that in for an additional little kick to those obliques, working these side abdominal muscles. You want to make sure, go ahead and relax, that you do both sides, obviously. But after you get these obliques working, we're now going to work the rectus abdominis, or the front of the core, if you will, doing the perfect crunch. Laying on your back, hands behind your head with the fingers intertwined so that you can relax your head into your hands. And then we don't stress these neck muscles out. It's kind of like you have a big softball right here, so you're not pushing that chin down. You also have a natural curvature or neutral spine right here. I don't want you crushing the back into the mat and then relaxing and crushing back. This is not the way we want to go with this. Maintain that neutral spine is more the way that we're standing, and we want these abs to be able to work in the way that we're standing and moving around regularly in life. Legs are down on the ground for the basic version, but to advance this, you can bring these legs up in the air, which I do suggest, which will get some nice thigh work here, a little bit of hip flexor, iliopsoas. To increase the lower abdominal work, you can also pull these legs out. Now, most important part, her head and shoulders are off the mat. That is your start position. And when she comes back, she lifts up just 2 or 3 inches and then back to her start position, which never is touching her head or hands to the ground. This makes continuous abdominal muscle work, and that makes this six-pack really do the job. You want to make sure that you're pulling down and not pooching out. We're not trying to develop a six-pack beer belly here. We want a nice flat stomach. Excellent. This is the perfect crunch. To advance this again, bringing those legs up, moving them away, using that low ab. This is excellent. And now we've stabilized the side abdominal muscles, and now with the perfect crunch, the front abdominal muscles, part of the core. Now we got to move on to the back. And we're going to flip over and do the ski jumper. We're doing the advanced version of the ski jumper, which is to work all the muscles through the hamstrings, glute, low back, upper back, neck. You don't want to tilt the head back or forward. That strains the neck in an improper fashion. We want to keep it right here. Also, our palms are facing towards the ground. You'll feel this little pinch in the inner thigh. Ooh, look at those back muscles. This works really good for this upper back. Wonderful postural exercise. With this, you're going to extend up, exhaling, and then inhale, come back down, touching the nose to the ground and toes and up. Now, you don't want to just flop down and rest because, again, we're working continuous muscle activity here. That will also make those peter out more, gets more cardio work to this, and that's great. You're lifting up, exhaling, also pulling up in the abs. So the stomach is working throughout this exercise, and that also prevents you from overextending the low back. Inhale down, exhale up. And then relax. Again, the number of reps depends on your body, where you're at in your conditioning. The more you do, the more reps you'll be able to do. So I don't want to hold you just 10 reps. Keep increasing your repetitions. Also, you can throw in holds, just like we did in this double side leg lifts. And that's a great way to change it up and get it into a more conditioned state so you can hold this postural muscles throughout the day longer. Thank you, Lori. When you do all 3 of these together, you are now stabilizing the core from the back, side, and front, and that is a more succinct way of stabilizing the entire core. I'm Craig Zuckerman with Lori Clark and Zline Fitness, helping you feel better, look better, and perform better.